Hello, everyone. So I had on my mind the idea that there are people that believe we I mean I say we like I'm still one, Christians gain their goodness, their ethics, from the Holy Spirit. Um, he informs. Um, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain now that I'm out of the faith, but he apparently works on their heart, and makes them ethical. Like the whole idea is to love one another. So their idea is that God is informing their heart, that they are getting their sense of goodness from God, and that's that's fine, until someone leaves the faith. The idea of if God is not informing you, then you're inherently evil. It's a kind of a primitive way to think. Um, to think that we cannot be good without God, to think that we can't figure it out, and it's kind of like involuntarily insulting, like accidentally insulting to to assume that through all of mankind, all of this all the learning, all the evolving, even if you don't believe that we came from um, apes, uh, you have to understand that we grow as a species. We take in things as a species. Um, I think we are inherently good. Um, as our culture, but I think we had to learn to be good. We fought wars. We still fight wars for our own selfish gain. But you know, I think that most people aren't evil. I think that we learned somehow that if you pop someone in the mouth, it doesn't feel good for that other person, and most of us don't want to do that unless it's asked for. Um, that's it. Like, it doesn't get much more complicated than that. When it comes to us learning and adapting and developing rules for our society, um, there are rules that say you cannot drive fast down a residential road, probably because someone got hit, and then they said, "Oh, okay, we make this rule. It's the ethical decision to protect people." Now, I think some of those are kind of ridiculous. I think that we operate to the letter of the law, not the spirit of the law. I think police should do more to inform people on like maintaining their speed and stuff like that, because like a lot of people get popped by those things, just don't notice, and I've noticed that if you set up a digital speed sign, people slow down. If you kind of say, hey, this is a busy area, slow down. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is, for the most part, we as a society have demonstrated that we can treat each other right. We it didn't come from God. I mean, if you want to be that detailed, like there are plenty of laws in the Bible that state you should kill people for committing adultery, you know, stuff like that. Rules saying you can't eat shellfish. I mean, there's all sorts of crazy rules about how to be good. And it really gets in your head, because you want to be ethical. You don't want to, I don't want to say break rules, but it's more than that. You don't want to break your connection with God, because that's what Christians that are interested in God are going for. They're going for that connection, and sin means you're breaking that connection. And it's just a complicated thing that really, it can be an obsession for a lot of people. I don't think we need it. Yeah, it's not a complicated thing to me. I think we do good on our own. And when you tell people you can't figure this out on your own without God, but we got this figured out over here. The Christians, we got this figured out over here. Oh, over there, you need God because you don't know. It's like, but just because a person leaves God doesn't mean they want to plunge into anarchy and evil. The opposite of Christianity is not like all the evil, everything else. Okay, it just, for the most part, usually it means just no evidence to support God. That's all. But most of us want to maintain ethics. I still maintain a lot of ethics I learned in Christianity because they're basic human ethics. Love one another, be generous, when someone's starving, feed them, like... I think we can completely adopt a lot of what Jesus said into our culture. But do we need to accept him as God to know right from wrong? Of course not. And it's baffling as to where this theology comes from, that apart from God, like, you can't be good. I don't know. It's something I'm short on commentary on because it doesn't make sense to me. So perhaps you can enlighten me. Any Christians or atheists or Hindus or whoever you are, leave a comment, speak your theology, and I will speak mine.